It's still dark out. It's 6 o'clock. We're at the gates a little bit early. We're at Thunderhill Raceway, waiting for the gates to open. Oh, I think they're opening the gates. Back at Thunderhill, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you who are familiar with California tracks, and if you've been watching any of my videos before, you know I've been to Thunderhill East, but I have not been to Thunderhill West. This is the smaller 2-mile track for Thunderhill. There are 3 configurations: a 3-mile, which we already did once, a 2-mile, which is what we're doing today, and a 5-mile, which combines both tracks. This is a lot tighter and much more technical track. It's more apt for vehicles that handle really, really well. Power is a little bit less important here, as it's more about how well your car transitions through the turn. So we're going to give it our best shot today. We're here with OnGrid. Let's get it. The amount of brake dust you get on these wheels from performance pads is unbelievable. I mean, look at this. I just washed this car and then drove up here. Wow, it is windy and loud out here, guys. We are done with session 1. Things went pretty well, actually a little better than I was expecting. I was shooting for sub 128 and I got it. It got 127.63 if I'm not mistaken. A little bit of cleanup to do. I think I got 126 in the car. Again, this is a very technical track. It's not as big an importance to have a lot of power here. It's all about having car balance and knowing the bits and pieces of the track that you can send it on, as per my buddy Harris McCrow. So we're gonna give it another shot in session 2. Let's head back out. Oh, and on a side note, I will say that I did get black flag. I actually got 2 black flags. This is a lesson learned, guys, okay? This is my first time at this track. I didn't pay enough attention to where the coned off zones were. When I exited the track, I was in an area, I was just trying to cool my car down, but I was in an area where the emergency vehicle would be exiting, which is not a good place to be. In case there is an emergency, I'd be blocking the path of the emergency vehicle. So I got hit with 2 black flags. That's how it goes. I deserved it, but now I know a little better. So that's something for you guys to be aware of if you're tracking your car for the first time. Session 2 is done. Car feels great. I'm actually really surprised. There is 0 sign of overheating. I think at least some of that can be attributed to my new Jay's grill, which I haven't actually shown to you guys yet, but take a look. So that is my new Jay's grill. I was waiting 6 months for that grill. It looks cool, but my main purpose for getting the grill is to have the whole front end all the way open. I'm not really sure if that's the actual reason why I'm not having any heat problems, but I'll take it. Anytime you can avoid overheating, I'm good. So, and embarrassingly, I will admit, my first session, which is when I had my best time, I was actually in sport mode the whole time. I didn't even put it in race mode or R+ mode. And in the second session, I was sure to put it in R+ mode, but I just couldn't get a clean lap. I couldn't get out of traffic. So I don't know. This may be a Laguna Seca situation where my best time came in the first session. And if that's the case, I'm okay with that. You know, I set out to break out at sub 130, hopefully sub 128, which I did. I really think the car's got 126 in it. Let's see what happens. Well guys, I am done with session 3 and I am done for the day. This time not by choice. Last couple of times I've been out to the track, I'm usually good for about 3 or 4 sessions, and I may or may not call it. I have in the past, but today, and it's my own fault, so definitely no excuses, but I got my 3rd black flag. So if you didn't catch it at the beginning of the video, I got 2 black flags for cooling down the car in a bad spot. And then this last session, unfortunately my GoPro died, battery died right before the session started, so I don't have any video, but I had a couple tires go off, one of the slow turns, just misjudged it a little bit. No damage, nothing like that, but you get flagged for it. So that's 3 flags, I'm done for the day. But I did manage to PB again right before I got the flag. I got 127.45. It's too bad I don't have video on it, but you will have the video on the first fast lap, which is damn near close to that one. But 27.45, I'm really happy with it. Believe it or not, I had a Hellcat in front of me that was just holding me up. I had a couple of really good laps there that I probably could have broken 26. It is what it is. These things happen, but my mistake. I got to pay for them, so I can hang out for the rest of the day. We do have the award ceremony later. Hopefully I got something out of it, and we'll try and get back out here again. All right, we got some time on our hands, so let's go check out some drift action. Those guys definitely go through tires a lot quicker than us circuit guys, but a whole lot of fun. Not my thing, but it looks like a blast. All right, let's head back to our side of the race track facility. Still got a couple hours before the trophy presentation. I think we're gonna have a nice surprise on hand. Stay tuned. We did it, guys. We did it. The 1:27.45 was good for first place at the Hot Hatch Challenge with OnGrid at Thunderhill West. First time ever on that track. I'm super happy. Last time I was at Thunderhill, I got 2nd place, which I was really happy with too, but this was a pleasant surprise. The car was incredible. And what was really surprising to me this time out is I didn't have, brake issues been solved a little while ago, but I didn't even feel like the pedal was getting a little soft, which is an issue I was having at Laguna Seca. Albeit Laguna Seca is a beast of a track and really hard on brakes on the car. So this track is a little bit more forgiving on brakes. The big deal on this track is how powerful your car doesn't matter one little bit. I'll give you an example. When I set my record time, I eventually passed a Hellcat that was on the road course, and look, he had all the power in the world, 800 plus horsepower. It's pretty hard to, nigh impossible to pull away from him whenever there is acceleration involved. But what's unique about Thunderhill West is power matters almost not at all. It's all about car balance, finding the right line, pushing in corners where you know you can push it, braking points. It's a real driver's course. Power is not really going to make up for much of your lack of skill. So it was a lot of fun. Super happy. We're back home. Really tired. Been up since 3 o'clock this morning. But how many people get to spend the day at the track and enjoy it at this capacity? So happy. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you guys like the content, please hit like, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the new grill. Thanks again for all your support. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps me out. And as always, stay hungry, stay fast, stay tuned. I'm Michael Baxi, and I'm out.